Guys, despite everything that is terrible in the world right now, and despite all the negative events, Bitcoin is still refusing to go lower than $15,000, and currently we're trading at 16,700. And then the big question is why? And is the huge Fed pivot that everybody has been waiting for, is it actually coming very soon? And are we gonna see an incredible Christmas Santa rally? This is what this video is gonna be about. Let's examine all the evidence that supports the interesting narrative that you're gonna understand by the end of this video. So watch this video from the beginning and until the end. And if you have seen my previous video, then you've seen a very interesting trade setup that actually came to fruition, and we're gonna talk about it in just a second. But before we do talk about the Fed and the dovishness that currently Fed is putting out there and all the positiveness, let's first talk about some negative stuff, because we've been going down for a good reason. So there is something just going down for fun. And the reason is currently the DCG. And certainly DCG situation is not getting any better. So is this going to be the last contagion? Tell me down in the comments right now. And by the way, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new upload. But do you guys think that DCG is going to be that last contagion, last leg down? Because right now, Barry Silbert, the founder, reveals that crypto firm actually has $2 billion in debt as he tries to calm investors after FTX. So Grayscale denied, access to their proof of reserves, which probably means that there is some problem with their reserves. I'm not saying that the Bitcoin is gone, but there probably is something that it's better to just keep it quiet than to actually reveal it. So as of right now, they have a $2 billion hole, so to speak. And the only thing that they can say at this time is right here: we have weathered previous crypto winters, and while this one may feel more severe, collectively we will come out of it stronger. This is so cliche. This is so, this screams, we are in trouble. We have nothing else to say. Just trust us. This is exactly what I am reading here, because in this whole article, there is no information really besides this right here, which is actually negative. The DCG's debt amounts to about $2 billion, and the company loan Genesis roughly $575 million, priced at prevailing market interest rates, which is due in May 2023. It also absorbed the $1.1 billion debt that the bankrupt crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital owned Genesis. So as of right now, they're in trouble, and they're trying to source some investors. So pay attention to this. This could get very ugly and could be that one last contagion of FTX situation. And as I told you before in my previous videos, that the FTX contagion is still, rolling out bit by bit and step by step. But it should come to the end at some point, and we should see, market accepting it and pricing it in. So now let's talk about the juicy stuff. Tell me in the comments, do you want some juicy stuff? Because I'm so excited. And I've bought, you've seen my video before where I've actually bought 30 Bitcoin into my long-term Bitcoin holding. I'm going to link the video right here if you want to check it out. And it was quite a scary thing for me to do, but I understand I have to buy when everybody else is selling. So, and right now, actually those 30 Bitcoin are currently sitting at break-even point. And this makes me very happy, because I'll potentially make a lot of money, and you will too, because if you're following what I'm doing here, and if you're a part of my Discord channel, where there is a link down in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment, where I'm posting all of my trades. And if you're not part of it, then go down in the description of this video, click the link right now, pause the video, and join us. It's absolutely free. And we are 18,000 traders strong in this community right now. So, and we're posting all of our trades, take profits, stop losses, explanations for all the trades. And we're making quite crazy money for our community. I mean, not every trade is a profit, obviously, but overall, we're making insane profits. This is one of the best trading communities with free, real crypto signals, professional crypto signals that you can find on the internet right now. So somebody's making like 2,000% profit per trade. So if you're not part of it, you're not making money. So go join us right now. And why we're so excited is because the substantial majority of Fed officials see rate hikes slowing soon. And this is the minutes of the FOMC meeting, actually. So, and what they're basically, I'll just keep it short and sweet, that what they're basically talking about here is that we are seeing the narrative of the Fed pivot coming closer and closer and closer. And for this reason, we also have to take a look at the jobless claims that I told you about before. And I'm going to show you my trade, by the way. And if you haven't seen my previous video, check it out right here. I told you about a trade setup which had to do with the jobless claims. And remember that the Federal Reserve, the reason for their pivot could be, the unemployment going up, we're going into recession, etc. So something is breaking. And as we can see in the jobless claims from yesterday, something something is starting to break slowly but steadily. So we had a forecast of 225,000 jobless claims, but it came at 240,000. Well, we've seen the tech sector laying off people, etc., and this is other companies gonna follow suit as well, for sure, in the current macro environment. So we are seeing that the unemployment is starting to go up, and it's gonna be very important for us to see what's gonna be on basically in 7 days. So the next release on the jobless claims. So though this supports the narrative that we're gonna actually see the Fed pivot very soon, and again, the Fed officials are actually hinting on it very strongly right now. And so for this reason, right now, if you're gonna go to investing and take a look at the forecast for the actual interest rates, they're gonna be the FOMC meeting on the 14th. The decision on interest rates is gonna be on the 14th of December. They're pricing 85% chance of 50 basis points. So this is basically it. It potentially is going to be at the 14th of December for the Christmas Santa rally for all the equities. We're going to see an incredible rally if the Fed is actually going to pivot, and it seems so at this point. But what we really have to pay attention to is going to be the core PCE data, which comes out on the 1st of December at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, forecast currently at 5.2, and I don't need to teach you exactly what to look for in these numbers anymore if you've been my subscriber for quite some time. The same thing goes for the CPI. So CPI is going to be on the 13th of December, and then subsequently we're going to have the interest rate decision on the 14th of December, and hopefully potentially a nice rally. But to be honest, as of right now, we already are seeing quite a strong rally in S&P 500. Like, look at it. I mean, does this really look like a bear market? I mean, it seems, well, I mean, we're still in this wedge, so to speak, this broadening wedge, which oftentimes is actually a bullish pattern. But again, in this current macro environment, it's just patterns don't really matter as much. But we have rallied since the bottom right here 14-15%. So the question is the rally going to continue? And the answer is very simple. We're gonna see what's going to happen at about 4,125 in S&P, whether we're going to break above and actually trigger this kind of a rally here, which could be, again, a Christmas rally that is going to be around the corner at the Fed interest rate decision in less than 30 days. Most positive what we have is actually the dollar index, which is, I mean, if you look at it, it's finally is showing us some hopium that it's turning around. But for us to actually see any kind of major turnaround and claim a turnaround, really want to see it drop below 100 preferably, but it's going to take some time to get there. But anyway, it's much better than 114, that's for sure. And then also, if we're going to take a look at the oil, then oil is looking absolutely beautiful despite the situation with OPEC. It's actually gone down, and right now we're standing really at a local low right here. So really want to close below, what is it, $76 and continue our way downwards, which is going to affect the inflation, PCE, CPI, etc. So that's beautiful. And then Fed is going to say, oh, we won the inflation and now we can print money again. And that's going to be great because we are all invested in high-risk assets, right? Tell me down in the comments if you're looking for the next bull market, which, because I am very excited about it. Now let's move on to Bitcoin. And remember, guys and girls, that all of the trades we're going to be putting in were, and you've guessed it, over on BitGet. And if you use my link down in the description as well as in the pinned comment to BitGet, you can claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses. And if you deposit $2,000 today, then you'll get up to $200. You'll get $200 credited to your account as a bonus within 24 hours, and etc. And just simply for using my link, you'll get 10 USDTs, which is really, really cool. And I already have a trade which is currently at break-even point over in BitGet. We're going to move to the chart in just a second. It's a small one. It's a 5 Bitcoin trade, but I'm going to scale it. I'm going to explain how I'm going to scale it in just a second. So at this point, it's a break-even trade, but just recently it was in a profit. So let's go and take a look at a smaller time frame in Bitcoin and see exactly what's happening. Because here we had this formation, then we had this break to the downside, and we were really scared because I was buying Bitcoin pretty much right here, the 30 Bitcoin that I've bought. It was going down, and I was like, okay, what can I do? Now we actually are pushing to the upside, and we actually, as I told you in the previous video, really wanted to see a break above in this vicinity, above this resistance, which actually happened. So just technically, it actually triggers a rally up to, like, just technical breakout, and we're up to 18,500. But at this point, what we really have to pay attention to is that the volume isn't really that strong. Again, volume is very indicative, especially when you're using a combination of a bunch of stuff. And again, if you want to become one of my students at a Black Friday 80% discount, then there is a link down in the description of this video. So, but right now, volume is very indicative when you're using it in combination with other tools. So I'm very careful at this point. So this trade, again, is very small. 5 Bitcoin, if it goes wrong, it just goes wrong. It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. But the thing is that what we want to see is some final big momentum and continuation. And when we have such bullish news, really, because this is very bullish, and also this is mega bullish, that we were saying the unemployment going up, which is cynical, I know, but nonetheless. The only thing that is bad as of right now, like the major bad stuff, is still the ongoing FTX contagion. So is it going to balance out the scales? We'll have to see. But at this point, I'm gonna, if the price drops down below again this resistance, so it's gonna trigger this, supply and demand shift, and this desperation of short-term traders and retailers is gonna provide more selling pressure. Therefore, I'm gonna just leave it at zero loss or some small loss in this vicinity, and that's it. And even maybe we'll even consider putting in a short trade right here. But again, there's a link down in the description to my free Discord channel, so all the smallest trades are gonna be there. Go join us right now. Tell me, what do you guys think? Are you excited about the Christmas rally, if Fed is going to actually pivot? Because it's going to definitely happen if Fed pivots. But then we're going to talk about whether it's going to be sustainable. But for that, subscribe, check out this quick course that I've done so that you know exactly how to open trades, so that you're educated in terms of risk and money management, so you don't lose money like every other trader. And subscribe, hit that notification bell, because this is the best place to be in the online crypto space. And as always, stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.